Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, come in, sit down for a spell because the month of September we have a story to tell. Okay, so today is September 9th, the day before the full moon. So you are already going to be feeling the moon's energies. Usually you feel them 3 to 4 days before and 3 to 4 days after. But this is such a powerful full moon with everything in retrograde. It's like the energies are just crazy. Alright, so for the month of September, we are learning about the runes. So that is what we're doing. We're going to pull a rune. So this is my friend Odin. He is coming through to help us with these rune pulls. Alright, so again, today is September 9th. So let's pull Odin down here. So for the past 2 days, we pulled feathers with our runes. And I feel like that's because Spirit is trying to give us a heads up. They're showing us the signs and synchronicities of why something did not work out, because it wasn't for your greatest and highest good, and the fruit just wasn't like the seed never propped up, like it never popped up out of earth. Okay, the seed of intention that you had planted, you overwatered it. Okay, so today is the night. So let's see what rune wants to come out for today, September 9th. Hopefully it's a good one. September 9th. What rune do you have for the collective, Odin? Okay, so we'll pull that out. I feel like we have the fire organite that come out. So it's about fire energy. This could be specific to a fire sign. It does not matter where your placement is. You could be a fire sign sun, a fire sign moon, fire sign Venus. It does not matter where the fire placement is. It's the fire energy is coming through. Fire represents purification. It represents healing. So let's go ahead and pull the rune. Okay. Well, 2 wanted to come out today. We have the fire organite, plus we have 2 runes. So we have this one. And that rune is called Nautiz. Nautiz. It's about you. It's about divine pulling you to the edge so that you can emerge into a new life. It's about investigating your dark side and seeing what is blocking you, or seeing what attracts bad luck to you. So and it's an amethyst. So we have the fire rune so that you can purify it, right? Or the fire organite. And then this rune is, oh, look at that, we got weird. This is the rune of fate. Ooh, okay, wow, I got chills on that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and get your alphabet or your letters. So the first one, like I said, is Nautiz. Alright, some of them have 2 letters, so that's why I'm looking to see if there is another one here. Hold on one second. I apologize for that. My kitten, well, he's not much of a kitten anymore, but I named him so right. He was just in one of my drawers, still in my hemp string. I was like, what is that noise? Alright, so Nautiz refers to The letter N. So that's our letter for today. All right. So we have weird also coming through. However, I don't see it on the alphabet list because it does not have a letter on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where Naughties is in the Aya, and then we're going to talk about the rune, the weird rune, which is about destiny. It's about fate. All right. All right, so Naughties is a number 10. All right. So, the origin of Naughties is another of the shaping powers that form the fates of the world and humanity, right? And then we got the weird rune, which also is about fates. It is associated with the Nornir, who are the shapers. Naughties means need and represents the desire that drives us to attain that which we want. It is strongly associated with sexual desire and addiction to the desire to obtain or achieve. When directed, it can be creative and procreative, and when misused, it can be a force of destruction. All right, so which makes perfect sense why we got the fire here. It's about the fire that drives us, the desire, the passion, right, to obtain or achieve. Fire is creative. Fire is the action that we use, that we take to create our reality. All right. So, I'm not really sure if it is in reverse, but we're going to read a little bit of both of it. This rune has a meaning that facilitates between assistance and the need to survive. Working hard and making an effort will offer a solution to your difficulties at this time, although not these can signal hardships and great challenges. It encourages you to concentrate on what is essential and on those things that you really need to be done rather than to procrastinate or concern yourself with the essentials. It may be interpreted as a power source or perhaps as poverty and desperate need. Often it foretells hard work and a period of endurance. Necessity places constraints on you, so your possibilities are restricted, but also brings the power and strength to break free from this restriction. Often this rune stands for delays and a need to exercise patience. It shows a time when you are passing through a difficult learning situation and a time when you are forced to face your fears. It is a time to avoid greed and to conserve your energy. Your emotional needs are unlikely to be met at this time. It is just possible that your problems are a result of blowing a situation out of proportion. And I feel like that is it, especially with Wednesday and Thursday's messages. Blowing something out of proportion. Now, we had on the 8th, Bracano, right? That seed of intention that never got planted. Why? Because you were watering it with frustrating and negative emotions, which caused the seed to not sprout. Instead, it rotted, right? And that is why, because you were blowing something out of proportion. Hardships and responsibility and discontent are symbolized by not these, along with the frustration that these lead to. This rune represents the desire for what you fancy or what you think you deserve versus your real needs, and the endurance and patience that are needed to gain your desires. Not these frequently indicates that you find yourself coming into contact with some part of yourself that you do not like. It shows a time of appreciate what you have rather than longing for the impossibilities This is a time in which to draw on your inner resources and strengths. Assistance will come from older relatives and friends who stand by you through some very dark times. Determination and self-reliance can lead to change, but no matter what happens, this rune suggests that your luck will change for the better in the near future. Okay? So I will say probably within the next, by the time we start shifting out of the full moon and moving towards the new moon cycle. Okay? So in reverse form, Northeast tells of a testing time when your patience and sanity are pushed to their limit. So that is exactly what I feel. And that is why the past couple of days we had the feathers come out, because the feathers represent our angels, our spirit team around us who are, and they're showing us the signs, right? They're showing us the signs that we are being tested. Our patience is being tested, and you're being pushed to your limit to do what? To go within yourself and do a self-check as to why things did not happen for you. All right? It advises you to avoid making hasty judgments or setting off on the wrong path. So it's about that judgment, right? Self-judgment, judgment of others. It's about judgment as to why you think something did not manifest for you. It's about being in that ego and not in your soul. Okay. So it's important to realize your mistakes and to be honest with yourself. You may have to right wrongs you have done to others in the past. The advice here is to avoid getting rich quick schemes and quick fix solutions, and to stick to the right path and wait for your luck to change. So it's about being patient, right? And trusting fate, right? Because that was the first line. The shaping powers that form the fates of the world and humanity. Okay? And that is exactly what weird is. It is the stone of fate. So in magic, Northeast is used to channel the kinetic energy that is tied up in sexual frustration and to give strength in times of need, which is why the fire orgonite come out. This is our desires, our sexual frustration, right? It's about the passion. It's about the desires, and the fire represents our solar plexus, which is where our willpower, our strength comes from as well. As an amulet, it can be worn to give inner strength in times of hardship. Again, the solar plexus, finding that strength, right? So let's go ahead and move on into weird now. Let's talk about the rune of fate. Alright, so in some traditions, weird is said to be the mother of the Norns and the one who wove the web of fate that covered the then known world. Therefore, weird can be viewed as the force that judges both gods and mortals and rewards or punishes them for their actions. It can also be considered to be the rune that cuts short their mortality. In a reading, the blank rune of weird means fate, destiny, kismet, or circumstances and events that are beyond our control. Those of us who live in the modern world find it hard to believe in fate and karma because we prefer to think that our own free will can override destiny. Accidents happen, people fall in love or come home and find their spouse has walked out. People often win things or lose them. Life is not always in our hands. Sometimes it is just a matter of destiny. And all we can do is live through both the good and the evil times and learn from them. So we are being tested, right? We are going through a test phase where the divine is showing you signs and synchronicities about how you create the energy you put out there and how it comes back to you. All right. So sometimes things are beyond our control, right? Sometimes things are beyond our control, And sometimes things just are not fated for our greatest and highest good. Therefore, we need to understand that. So I feel these last 3 days are just major messages from the divine showing us how we create our reality and the space in which we try to create it from. Okay. It's also showing you the strength that it takes to go within and admit something that you have been long denying about yourself and about how you create your reality. Okay, so two different runes, both of them represent fate. We have the fire organite coming out telling you it's about your solar plexus. It's about finding that strength within yourself to trust in the divine, right? Trust the divine knows what's good for you, what's for your greatest and highest good. All right. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you for watching and have a great day.